Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, my Let's Play of said game. My name is Martin, and this is the Banks 1 test, named after Ian Banks. He's a sci-fi author. We got some bounciness going. This is just a test flight. My goal is the Reddit challenge this week of landing on Duna, taking off, landing on Ike, and then the easy mode on the challenge, or the regular challenge, is to land back on Duna. I think I can do better and land back on Kerbal with just kind of an adaptation of the Scalzi system, taking all I've learned over the last couple months now, I guess, and trying to apply it to a new vehicle. And so I have, my upper stage has a lot more delta V, or my landing stage, I guess, has a lot more delta V, and I'm going to attempt to do an unpowered landing with parachutes. I don't know how well that will go. That's why I'm testing. I have tested the upper stage for also boarding and unboarding a Kerbal, and we can do that even though that's not part of the challenge. I plan on attempting to walk on various surfaces of the two different bodies that I'll be landing on. Although I guess Kerbal will be the third body, so maybe I'll be thinking of that too. Anyway, this is just a test again, so I'm going to try to get up. Probably won't even be able to get up high enough with this engine or this stage. This stage is certainly on interplanetary only stage, but I do want to try the parachute and see how that goes. I'm thinking very bad at first, but I'll tweak it. But we'll see how it goes for now. Joan Kerbin. I don't like nighttime tests. Can we? Let's just. We'll also get all the debris flying overhead probably at some point. But anyway. Whoa. Oh. Joan's still okay. Yeah, I'll retool that. Indeed, the debris is, as I attempt to fast forward, flying over, although it's harder because some of it got really higher. Some of it's lower, I guess. The debris cloud is certainly spread out quite a bit. Some eccentric orbits. Oh, there's one of them there, yeah. Yeah, you can. There's only. Yeah, it's not as concentrated as. Oh, there's maybe the command module of that. Oh yeah, okay. So a little bit more comes into view as it goes over. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of cool. Started to see some things flying over. Trying to get to daytime. Got a little bit better. Of course, I'm building this. It's going to be such a tall rocket, so I've got it at the top of the VAB. You know, I've added those legs on. Now it's ridiculously tall, but. Anyway, a little more stable. Okay, there we go. Again, I don't think this is going to get very high, but it's just to test the parachutes. Maybe I will need it to have some higher speeds, though, for when I deploy them at higher speeds. Here we are, Joan Kerbin again, in 3, 2. Hey, thrust to weight ratio of 1. Whoop. Don't use physical time warp. Yeah, this is not going to be nearly high enough. We'll do it from, what, 1.5 kilometers up, maybe? Okay, this would technically be... Oh, crap! Landed! Stupid parachutes. Okay, yeah, that obviously didn't check the staging there. Classic move by me. And then another classic move. I almost had this saved, and instead of decreasing the thrust on the engines, I accidentally hit X. And we won't see these Oh, maybe they won't parachute down. Maybe they've disappeared. Yeah. Hit X instead of throttling down a little bit, and yeah, well that was deadly. Yeah, fix the staging. Okay, here we go with a little more powerful test, I believe. Joan Kerbin again. He's a brave Kerbal. In 3, 2. Do. Nope. Yep. Catastrophic failure. Too much power, perhaps. Huh. Okay, added a few more struts. We'll see. That's a lot of power still out of these things. In 3, 2. Okay, that's good enough. Now we'll just give this a bit of... Okay. Now let's see, if no engines at all, if this can stop here, at least on Kerbin. Again, I don't know, on Duna, I know it's a lot less atmosphere, and I don't know how that's modeled with the parachutes, though. Whether or not, yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, again, I was thinking, I don't know, is that the stupid parachute? That is a stupid parachute. I don't know, on Duna, less atmosphere, there would be less of a kick there when the parachutes deploy, but maybe I just need more parachutes, which of course is going to make things a little heavier, but anyway, good first test. I'll be back when I try the second thing. Okay, so what I've done, just while this is going, I hope you can hear me all right. Maybe I'll stop, stop, but you can see there's more parachutes. So yeah, I ran a test with more parachutes, and it almost worked. One parachute fell off, and then all the atomic rocket motors fell off, which was not good. And yeah, you still need to thrust when you're getting close to the ground, but let me just tilt it back this way a little bit. Yeah, so also need to thrust then just before the parachutes come out, which I've seen other people do, so it should be okay. Okay. We'll just do this and straighten up, gear down. So yeah, I'm coming back from 7,000 meters. That's you hit terminal velocity for sure. So this is, I think, going to be a pretty good test. And so yeah, somewhere, I don't know, 1,000 meters maybe I'll give it some gas as a test. Some not gas, but some oxidizer and fuel. And let's see. Yeah, the speed's dropping now, so we got up faster. We're at terminal velocity for the altitude. Wonder if we should chase the reticule a little bit too. I don't know. Okay. That was good. Burned a little bit of fuel, which is fine. Gotta burn a little bit more to chunks of ship. Burn a little bit more to cushion the landing. Obviously we can't land at 16 meters a second. Well, I mean, possibly we can. Actually, I don't know because I tried it before without the motors, nuclear motors attached, but... Yeah, so a little bit less than that. Was that 11 or so? Okay. Parachute won't go. Alright, Kelby. I think that's a good design. Probably I should test more before we go, but that's good for now. Yeah, so let me head back to the VAB and build a little bit more stuff. Alright, welcome back to the pad. This is the Banks 1. And we're not getting a lot of frames a second here. This is not good. Oh, I didn't think to move it out either. Is it going to hit? Yeah, it'll probably hit. That's okay, so we're going to move it anyway, and then... Good thing I actually thought of it this time. Move it out, and then we'll try a real launch. I don't know if I want the feet thing on that lift it up and hold it steady. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. Okay, second dilemma, or second problem. I reread the challenge, which is better to do before you start the challenge than afterwards. Excuse me. And the hard mode is, okay, go to Duna, land on Duna, go to Ike, land on Ike, back to Duna, land on Duna, and then get back to Kerbin. I thought it was Duna, Ike, then back to Kerbin, which of course, thinking about it now, it's not that much harder to go back from Ike to Kerbin. But yeah, essentially you're making 2 landings on an atmosphered planet, a fairly large atmosphered planet, not as big as Kerbin, but and then 1 landing on a moon, which is going to be fairly easy in the scheme of things. So I'm going to try it on the moon here, and I'm going to assume that the test flight, I guess, is what I'm thinking. So we'll do a test flight, go to the moon, take off, go to Minmus, take off, back to the moon, take off, back to Kerbin, and we'll see how much fuel I have at various parts of the stages. And what I've done is I've added, it's hard to see here, I'll try to zoom in, added 3 lander legs to the second stage, or the interplanetary stage, hoping that maybe it'll have enough for a landing on Duna. I don't know. I'm thinking it won't. I remember before with the Scalzi I had to eject this not that long before the landing. And I don't know if it had enough power. And I think I had 8, and I only have 6 this time, rocket engines, so of the atomic engines. I had to get 8 on, I have to stick them out further, which is fine. Maybe I'll think about redoing that if this doesn't go well on the test. But what was I think I need to go back in for? Oh right, I need to move it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so back with the Banks 1. Here's some numbers on the ship so far. I think the initial mass is, it looks like 783.94, I believe, which is again quite a lot lighter than the Scalzi system when it launched. So either I've gotten a lot more efficient or what, I don't know. I think a lot more efficient. It's also saying my total delta V for this ship then is 13,131, which is actually only a little bit shy of Clark 2, which is 13,673 on paper anyway. I did a little look at the thrust to weight ratios too, just to see. So it starts off with a thrust to weight ratio of 2. That'll again drop off sharply as the solid rocket boosters drop, but it'll still be up over 1. I'm pretty sure, and some fuel will be burned by then too. And yeah, and then on Duna, the interplanetary stage has a thrust to weight ratio of 1.12 when it's full, but it won't be full potentially, but when we get there. Oh, and I still have to fast forward to get Duna in the right place too. Anyway, and then this stage has a thrust to weight ratio of 6.26, and this return bit has a thrust to weight ratio of 2.75. So again, very good for Duna. More than enough. Then I'm trying it here on the moon. The moon is about the same size as Ike, approximately. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go moon, moon, moon as kind of a test. So actually, yeah, I don't need to worry about where Duna is now. I just need to worry about the moon, which I don't care about where it is. So let's make sure everything is good here. Staging still should be fine. I'm going to try to go and land then this interplanetary stage on the moon, take off, put the orbit out a little bit, loop out, come back, land again, hopefully on this stage then this second time, take off, do it again, land, take off from the moon again, and then come back to Kerbin, sorry, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, that's the plan. Surely it won't go to plan the first launch. This is probably going to be a disaster, of course. But let's say fuel of somewhere, or fuel. What are my options? Let's start there and see if this is enough to get us off the ground and flying. For throttle. Yep, Bobdo's got a great view, of course, here. But we'll watch it from outside. So the Banks one, launching for the moon in 3, 2. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Yeah, so that didn't quite have enough. I mean, it did, I guess. But, no, it didn't. What am I saying? What fuel tank are we burning from? That one, okay. That wasn't good. I think I can do better than that with this stage. I thought the first stages was going to be better, but then we fell from the sky, so... Can we test anything here? I know this on Kerbin does not have enough thrust to weight ratio to really do anything. I guess we could practice the landing, see how that goes. Where does it look like I'm coming down? At least it'll be on the, hopefully the daytime side here. So let's just fast forward. Well, I was hoping for a landing, but oh, you know what? I think I can still do it. I just have to. Now, these don't really have thrust vectoring, do they? No. This actually could be a rescue ship as well. Although, no, there's no more place for multiple Kerbals. Debris might be out here for a while. Yeah. Let's take off and go south for fun. South is that way on my reticule. Okay. Okay, you gotta admit that was a pretty good landing. The moon's still up there too. I'm getting better. No doubt about it. Although I'm still, obviously needing to work somewhat on my ship designs. I think I knocked off an engine there. I could be wrong. Let's try it out. Bobdo, are you okay with one more attempt at this? Yeah, okay, I knocked off a bunch of engines. I only have one on still. But overall, that was a pretty good landing. So I'm happy. And I'm going to cut the episode here probably too. So thank you for watching. My name is Martin, and I'll be back hopefully with a better design.